Nityanandam. My name is Sri Priya.
I am Ishapriya.
And we are live from Nityananda Peetham, Bengaluru Adinam. And we'll continue our sharing and whatever Swamiji is expressing to the world.
So lately, how many people asking us question about Swamiji? Who is Swamiji? And why people revered him as the avatar? So we did several videos before, beautifully explaining the life of Swamiji. And today we will talk about our own experience, why he is an avatar. Of course, he is an avatar for everyone, but what really triggered in us to see him as the avatar and why we decide to dedicate our life to him. So it so happened that we met him around 2011, and for a couple in Mauritius to have no clue about him and yet to come in India, find him in 4 days, 4 to 5 days, was in itself a miracle. But here at any devotee, they ask us, how do you met Swamiji? Most of them will say, through YouTube, I saw one of the videos, or my friend introduced me to go and watch our online webinar, or someone happened that they knew about the Adinam here, they just visited and they just connected. So several people have like a very common reason how they met Swamiji. But the two of us sitting here with you right now, we met Swamiji just by Sri Ishapriya getting clues through meditation, 5 clues to go and search for someone in India, and we were able to do that. I mean, I was just a participant, audience watching. Among millions people here, we find him with 5 clues in hand in 4 days. So we landed first time in India on, I remember we were traveling on 11 September 2011, and it was the first time we were taking a flight on 11 September, and we were like, oh God, is it a good date chosen? Then you say, oh, we are not going to USA, we are going to India, so it should be okay. And on the 16th September, sorry, I just got a cold in between. So 11 September we were taking the flight. 16 September we reached early morning here on the 12th. 16 September 2011, in 4 days, we met him among the billion people in India. So, as I mentioned before in my previous video, meeting him for me was a declaration or the proverbs that I heard so much time and I've been using in my essays, that ढूंढने से तो खुदा भी मिल जाता है. It is an Indian proverb. If you decide and you decide to search for the real truth, he will come and he will show himself to you. And what was amazing part of it is I never searched for him, but I was destined to find him. Why? One of the time we did Akashic reading. We organized an Akashic reading. We've talked about Akashic reading several times. It's about reading your past, present and future. So I've been doing several Akashic reading to know all my previous births. And in that session where all people were asking their connection to Kali Bhairava knew I have already done several of them. So he just revealed to me, like he was telling, you were a great saint in this previous verse for this person. You were already connected to Swamiji, you were a devotee, you did that, you did that. When it came to me, as I was a big audience, he never revealed my life in front of all those people. We were more than 10 people connected. He just said, you were born again for a special purpose. That's it. So for everyone, he was talking about the past, and for me, he said that. At that moment, I know I am the chosen one, because I didn't really ask for, and he just makes the past happen, and it makes the past happen so nicely. So I will narrate my own experience, why I don't only believe in what people say, it is my own experience. When we met Swamiji in 16 September 2011, just the following day, we did a program called Kalpataru. And guess what? This program is still happening here every Sunday at the Nityananda Peetham. So I was someone who had never done meditation, doesn't know what is really to connect with God through meditation. I know physically, like all Mauritians do, going to temple, do puja. So when I closed my eyes, and there was a guided meditation technique, I got 3 visualizations that day. The first visualization that I got was I finding myself in a very beautiful place where there is a very calm river and there is waterfall everywhere, like in a very beautiful forest area, and whatever step I'm doing, I am walking on the river. So whatever step I'm doing, a lotus flower is coming out. That was like amazing. I say, wow, such a beautiful place. What am I doing? And I even joked to myself, hey, I'm able to walk in the river, on the river. So now when I got that visualization in 2011, I didn't understand the meaning of it. So I decided maybe me working on the river and a lotus flower coming out means I'm on the right path. I'm here for the right course, so the class is good for me. The second visualization that I got was me being in a well. Everywhere it's dark, so I'm in a well and someone is extending his hand and he's saying, come ma, it's time for you, come. And I'm looking at it, it's Swamiji. So at that time Swamiji was so young, 2011, young boy, very cute, and he's saying, come, it's time to come. And then I said, okay, I'm coming. So I'm getting up. So this was my experience in 2011. In 2016, it was about to prepare for Sadashivoham program, which was a great IA which gonna happen in December 2016. Before that, the satsang, Swamiji narrated the story how there was one great devotee of Adi Shankaracharya, who was normally the reviver of Sanatan Dharma, who was born in Kerala and bring all the distorted India back together and refuel the Hinduism in India. So how Adi Shankaracharya had a devotee who may be not good in Shastra, not good in learning and all, but his utter devotion, utter bhakti to Adi Shankaracharya was just amazing. So once what happened, Adi Shankaracharya had 4 main disciples. So the 3 of them were very good in puja and all, mantra chanting, big Sanskrit word coming out and all. But that poor guy, he was like, he is not interested in all this. He didn't know, he didn't learn. For him, it's just Adi Shankaracharya is everything. So once the 3 of them was laughing, like joking on him. The Adi Shankaracharya said, okay, it's time to teach them a lesson. So what he did, there was a river, that poor fellow who is one of the ardent devotee of Adi Shankaracharya was on the other side. Adi Shankaracharya was with the 3 devotees on the other side of the river. So he just called his name. And that guy just moved, he said, okay, Guru is calling. He just rushed, because when your Guru is calling, he's only calling for your own benefit. That little moment you get him, he give you direct instruction, he look at you, he talk only for you at that moment. That is the greatest pleasure you can experience. So when he just turned and he said, okay, Guru is calling, he just rushed towards him. In so doing, he didn't even have the awareness that there is a river in front. And river, Ganga Ma, seeing his utter devotion, she was so moved. She said, okay, I have to have forest, whether it be moon, whether it be river, whether it be a stone, we all consider them divine. Sanatan Hindu Dharma is even giving the same status, honor, respect to a stone, to a river, to the moon, to the sun to a human being. So we are all in oneness. So seeing that utter devotion and knowing that he just doesn't know anything, he is going to drown, I have to do something for him. So whenever he was putting one step on that river, just a lotus flower come out. And then the river support him to go and meet the master. Seeing that, all the 3 other disciples of Adi Shankaracharya was taken aback. They were shocked. And that showed the true essence of bhakti. And then, it was around in, I think in August or October 2016, I was back in Mauritius early morning. Swamiji is narrating this for the first time. I was moved. I say, I know something like this. Hey, it resembles to the visualization that I got in 2011, 5 years ago, when I was doing my first class, Kalpataru, and my first meditation and first visualization. Then again Swamiji mentioned it. I got it in a recorded satsang before. Then when I was physically here for Sadashivoham program in December, now Swamiji is telling the same thing live and direct. Now I couldn't take it. I say I have to get to know the truth. Because every time it is mentioned, it's moved something in me. I say, what is it? I'm so pleased when he's narrating it, but I feel so connected to it. So when I got the chance to be here for January to first week of May for Nityananda Yogam program, Akashic reading was our daily routine. Every day we'll go and ask any question we want. That was the best moment we had here. And all my friends who are in Yogam Batch know how 10 a.m. we will be there with our list of questions. And sometimes we would be even out of questions, but we still will go because we want to have the full knowledge of why we are here, why we are the chosen one, and how come we were the chosen second batch, not second, third batch of Nityananda Yoga, which was a very special one. So once I went and narrated to Kali Bhairava during Akashic reading, I say I heard this story 3 to 4 times with Swamiji, and it resembled completely to my first visualization that I had. I want to know how am I connected. So Kalbhairava, the person is in the bhav of Kalbhairava, and he knows I'm ready now. He will only reveal you things when he knows your soul is ready for it, and you have the maturity to understand it and to accept it. So he just then smiled and he said, you were the devotee of Adi Shankaracharya in one of your previous verses. That was it. I was like, what? So then I knew how I'm connected to that incident because whenever I heard of it, I felt I was there. So this shows that for us, when Swamiji say, you were with me in all my previous verses, I'm the avatar, I'm the incarnation, we just don't go by word. Everyone has his own story. And now that was the interesting part was, since Akashic reading was such a beautiful routine for us being at Nityananda Yoga, every day someone will come out of the Akashic reading with a big smile. Then I say, what is your story? So I was shocked. Some would say, I was connected to Krishna. I know one of the guys, he was one of the friends, childhood friend of Krishna. And he was so happy when he heard it. He said, did you imagine I was a childhood friend of Krishna? And then in my later birth, I was around Venkateshwara. So that was like, wow. And when people ask the number of times they have taken birth, because we, Sanatan Dharma, believe in multiple births, multiple reincarnations. One was told that she has taken 600 times. This is her 600th birth. So imagine what a long journey the soul has been to, like a long travel. And how mature soul it is. That's why it is here around the avatar. You need to have a certain background, maturity to be around him. We are not boasting about it because we know most of the people connected to him who they really are. And then once I said to Shri Shipriya, do you want me to ask about him? So I went and asked about him, how many times did he take birth? I was shocked, I was hurt, this birth is around 1,000 births that he has taken. And Akashic reading reveals that he was always a warrior of Sanatan Dharma, always standing for Sanatan Dharma. That is what he's still doing around the avatar and helping in the revival. And then we were shocked ourselves. One Master Rupa Priya said in a live satsang, was her 50,000th birth. And she was also one time being she was from Kailash and also being responsible for the security about Adi Kailash. So these things, when you hear, you find it funny, but when you have a personal experience that these things move you inside, you feel you're connected. When you ask, you know then it's not a joke. And what's beautiful is, it is not revealed to you till you're ready for it. So like this, I did ask for all my previous births. And as we all know, Swamiji in this birth, he is the avatar of Shiva in himself. But this is not the first time he has taken the body. He was here as Meenakshi. Ma Meenakshi was the princess around Madurai, and we still have Meenakshi Madurai standing here, that beautiful temple. So she was born out of fire as a 3-year-old kid. Same story was here in the Mahabharata, which is true. When you do Putra Kameshni Yajna, you will get the benefit. So Ma Meenakshi was the outcome of Putra Kameshni Yajna done at that time to the prince and princess who wanted to get the kid. And she just walked out of the fire as a 3-year-old. So her previous incarnation is Mami Nakshi from Madurai, and more than that, other incarnation that Swamiji took was as his own guru, who came back to teach him, who was Arunagiri Yogishwara. He was a great saint born in Tiruvannamalai, and he also contributed a lot of Sanatan Dharma. And so many people, when they talk about Swamiji, they feel the Krishna connection, which I personally felt. And we all know that he has just been taking all bodies, all is one, all Shaktis are one. And he's been here for so many janmas, and he comes again because we ourselves ask for him to come and liberate us. So one more thing, like we have so many miracles, so I just want to finish and we can continue.
Yeah.
So
you keep on talking.
So one more thing is, when we first met Swamiji, Shri Shripriya has the darshan of, during the darshan of Swamiji, I think let me say that.
Yeah, you say everything. Okay, yes. As Master Priya has said, we are all connected. So it's only when the Guru is calling, so however and whatever means, he will be able to reach you. So he has come to this world with millions of disciples. Some has already been connected, some are yet to connect, and some maybe by watching our video we might like get some connection, and by seeing Swamiji in the background, so that may click. So don't take it lightly, take it seriously. So for us, we did not know who was Swamiji, but I was I'm still a great devotee of Shiva, so doing lots of meditation, puja. So it's only knowing, but when I got these clues in 2011, I knew that I was going to meet Shiva himself. So for me, when I finally reached here, and during the darshan, that was the amazing part of my life, because I searched for him and I found him, and I was in front of him, and he giving me darshan. So like when the journey started, it's only now the journey started, and we have been connecting to Swamiji via YouTube and Nityananda TV, and lots of experiences during meditation and whatever program we came here to do in physical in Viridi. So whenever, every time it's different. You can say like every time you come here, you will do the same program like in your awakening. Every time is something different, and you will have lots of experience, because Swamiji know at which level you are, what he has to reveal next to you, and what you are ready to take. So this is very important. And when power manifestation started, so only an incarnation can give you such power. So but something that is innate in us is able to reveal and make us manifest. So what's the
one
beauty?
thing I would say here, whenever we were doing a live program with Swamiji in the Adinam in front of him, you will see how people Kundalini will just shoot up and they will, be moving. So I think the year 2013 or 14, January message, first January message, New Year message, and Swamiji is doing, he had a nice picture which you can see in the background in that Atma Murti. So so many people are connected on one way, two way, online, and he's just doing it like this. And then when they are filming all over the world, people are just, levitating, shooting. I was amazed. I said, wow, I thought this happened only in his physical presence. But back then, even I'm watching in my living room in Mauritius, I was jumping. Like was that, wow. But now it's more than that. You just come, attend any webinar online, and just one initiation of third eye is given to you directly on an online program. Now imagine who can do that. being in any part of the world, sitting in any country, and Swamiji being here in India, he can just give you the awakening of third eye, and he can just make you manifest the power instantly. Within 5 minutes, you can see, you can have the initiation of consciousness over matter, and you are moving anything with your third eye. So that grant he has come, that big is saying humanity where they have to go. This is in really very deep. Although one of the miracles that I wanted to share was, expecting to tell, that is the same. When he had the darshan with Swamiji, Swamiji said, told him very clearly, next time you're coming as free. But Isha really didn't told me at that time. So 8 months later, when I was doing my test, again it was true, because within 3 weeks we had to come back to India, so we are coming as free. Now the beautiful part of it is that before I do my test and all, I had a nice dream where I am like in Varanasi Ghat on one of the wooden boat in the river, and Swamiji is there with me, and Swamiji is telling me very clearly, Ma, soon you will have a son, take good care of him, he is here for great things. That's it. And the dream was over. And I didn't even remember it. So when I did my test and it was confirmed to me, then I say, oh yes, Swamiji did and personally gave me darshan in my dream. Believe me, it's darshan, it's not that any dream. Swamiji come in your dream to give you darshan, and he personally already told me he will be a boy and what is his role in life. So like, he is already preparing us to know what is in our life and how to take the responsibility. And I remember when I was pregnant, most of the time, not really most of the time, but it did happen, that Sri Shukriya was traveling out. We were like IT engineers at Accenture, so we were basically working for international organizations. So that way he would have assignment of 1 month or 2 months or even 3 months. So once he was not there, and I had such a bad dream. I just woke up in the night terrified. And then I just think of Swamiji instantly at that moment. And I physically saw him at the doorstep saying, Ma, I am here. That's what it is. That one line was enough, and I just dozed off, and the fear was just melted. So when you call him, he is just there. He is with you. And he make you understand that you are his own. And he takes care of you so beautifully. Then you know whatever happened, he is there. You don't need to even remember, he is with you every time. So these are one of those personal experiences that I wanted to share for us. And yes, one more thing was that one day we were in Raj Sabha doing, we came here for Inner Awakening in 2012, so we came like 2 days earlier. So after satsang, we're just sitting and just closing our eyes. And then I could feel that I could see Swamiji doing tandav all over this Raj Sabha, Ananda tandav, no? Happiness tandav. And then I just asked Sri Shabya, did you saw that? I saw Swamiji doing that. And then he confirmed, he said, oh, you also saw that. For me it was like a big shock, because for me I was taking like I'm very new to it, I'm still now learning, and just closing my eyes, I can see this Divya Darshan of Swamiji. And then someone else also is saying, yeah, you also saw that, like affirming that it was true. We are not over sitting and dreaming, So then, and only every people that you join here, they have their own beautiful stories, so many darshans, so many revelations. Swamiji has carved the path of each of us so beautifully. And one of the amazing things that I will share in this video, there was one devotee who went to do the Nari, palm leaf reading, which is a very famous way to know all about you or any birth or anything. They are physically found manuscript written over so many years ago by the Sapta Rishis, very old one, which is kept by, the tradition has been kept, India is a land of spirituality, land of tradition. Whoever comes and they just are amazed by the reading that is revealed to them. So one person came and asked who is his soul, and God, if you read about it, I'll share the link, you will be amazed when you see Swamiji is himself Shiva, and he has come again on the demand of all those siddhas, rishis who have asked to come and liberate us. So he said, before Swamiji was even born, he brought 7 crore people in this lifetime. So understand, whoever is over 40 and Swamiji devotee, you are the first batch devotee brought on planet Earth. During he was born, he brought 7 crore people. So whoever is 40 years, you came with Swamiji. And after he was born, which is our batch, he again brought 7 crore people. So 21 crore people are here on this planet Earth to physically be his extension, help us to understand the grand mission and vision why Sanatan Dharma was eternal, is eternal, and how to preserve it for the benefit of humanity. So Paul leading, Nari leading have said lots of it. I'll definitely share the link. I will request you all to go and read it. You will be amazed that he has always been here in any form. You just mentioned it, whether it be Krishna, Venkateshwara, Adi Shankaracharya, Ma Meenakshi. And the most one awaiting, and like we are all waiting, is below the banyan tree. This is a Jiva Samadhi of 2 beings, a couple, male and female. It has not been revealed yet. Why? Because humanity is not ready for it. As we will be, Akashic Radio will definitely reveal which are the past life incarnation of Swamiji as those both people, the man and the female, whose Jiva Samadhi is under banyan tree. So Swamiji also wait for people to be ready so that people can grasp how big he is, how grand he is, and who he is, and he is just everyone and everything. You want to add anything?
Yeah, just but everyone has his own experience. We are sharing it to you so that you also inspired and come and get your own experience, know who you are and know how you are connected and what is your purpose of your life. This is very important to know.
So we'll also share the link of Avatar Shastra book. People know the last Purna Avatar was Krishna. To be an avatar, you need to have certain qualities. So in this book, we'll show you all the qualities of avatar according to the Shastra, nothing by ourselves, and how Swamiji is today truly the avatar as per Hinduism, as per our Shastra. So thank you for watching. I hope you like this video and be very lucky that you are hearing about the avatar. It means you might be the chosen between that 21 crore. So go and get to know your real life purpose. If you're the chosen one, your place is in Adi Kailash, Nityananda Pita. Thank you for watching. Nityananda.